Good morning. It gets creepier every time I do it. I'm just making my morning pot of Joe. Thought we could chat about my upcoming plans for this glorious day. Ooh, that would have been bad. First of all, I would like to say that I have not needed a day off so bad in my life. That's for sure a lie, but it really feels like the truth right now. I am exhausted. I have a really easy and awesome job, and even that was starting to piss me off these past couple days, so that's how you know it's time. I also know that I look insane. I quite literally just got out of bed. Can you please practice compassion? My plans for the day consist of making this pot of Joe. I'm then going to take a quick shower just so that I can feel human again. And then, the world is my oyster. It is a sweltering day here in Tennessee. Sweltering is not even close. That's not true. It is barely 80 degrees. But with 80% humidity, 80 degrees starts to feel a little different. But I'm excited about it. It is spring. It feels lovely outside. I'm photosynthesizing the way that I should be. Look at this. My tree is growing back. My tree is growing back. So this tree grows directly outside of my apartment window. And it is my favorite thing. This winter, they pruned it to its very bare bones. And I was scared it wasn't going to be back in time for summer, but it is back. It is going to eventually cover this entire window. So it is not anywhere near. Finn, you're breathing on my mic. It is not anywhere near what it's going to be, but she's on her way. So that's nice. Because greenery is always a good thing. Can you see him right now? I don't think you can. He's being a baby. He's being a baby. If anybody wants to know anything about Finn, it's that he's just a baby. He is 8 years old. I got him when I was 15. We lived in the middle of nowhere in the woods, essentially. And there was this stray dog that was just around the country. And we started feeding her. And she got pregnant. She came back pregnant one of them days. And so we said, all right, I guess these are our responsibility. And then sure enough, a few months later, she had a litter of puppies underneath the shed. An old, nasty shed. And we went and we plucked him right out, and I said, this one's mine. Because he was the fattest, and he was red. Come here. Where's your paw? Where is your paw? Get that paw. So yes, he is 8 years old, but he is young and spry. Come here. You come here. Is that your paw? Is that your paw? Yes. And so this is the light of my life. He is my baby. I've been a single parent to him since I was just a child myself. We have grown up together. And I love him more than anything else. Anywho, he's not very good at catching stuff. He's not the most athletic. Come here. You come here. But he is the sweetest. He's just a baby. Yeah, he won't catch that really at all. Maybe 1 out of every 20 tries. Come here. Nope. He caught it on the bounce. He caught it on the bounce. He's a star. Anywho, I am going to take a shower now, and then we're gonna get this day started. I want to go and breathe some fresh air. Currently getting gas, and the temperature in my car is ramping up fast. I did drive home last night on E, 0 miles still empty from work because I did not want to get gas at 11 p.m. And I don't know, it's exciting this way. So after my car is done filling up, praise be, it's sometime soon, I was gonna go to my favorite little independent bookstore here because I wanted to show you and also because I like it there. However, it is in a part of town where nothing else that I want to do really is. And so I'm going to Barnes & Noble, I guess. It's just that my ice cream place is right by there. There's also this yarn shop that I've been wanting to check out. So I feel like we could be knocking out a few birds, one stone. And I just don't want to drive a crazy distance to go to both of those locations, and so I simply won't. If I sound disgusting, it's because I still am sick. I don't know what portion of this video the Chicago bit is going to be in. I think it's kind of boring, so it might just go at the end. But I did go to Chicago. I did get sick the day after I got home. I don't believe that that was any fault of my own because I was masked up. I think I got sick from one of my coworkers after I got back, but it's been 12 days and I'm still not healing. So I think it's time that I give up on the idea of ever being able to breathe through my nose again. Anywho, I'm burning to death. Bye. So I don't feel like doing a haul just yet. I have since left Barnes & Noble. Why? Is there a man walking right next to my car? I've deliberately parked in the least populated possible area of this parking lot, and a man will always find you if there's one fucking thing. And stare. What is the reason? I finished up at Barnes & Noble. I got a couple things. I'll show you what they were later. Whoa, this is solid. I ordered Chipotle. I don't know, I'm feeling crazy. And then pulling up to this Chipotle, this is a part of town that I typically don't find myself in. And yeah, I just found out there's a fresh market next door. I don't know if this is a southeast kind of thing. I don't know where the fresh market exists. However, I'm from North Carolina. This used to be my bread and butter, okay? I'm 19 years old. I just got my paycheck from when I was making $10 an hour at H&M. I'm headed to the fresh market and I'm getting peanut butter and it's so overpriced and it's so delicious. And so that's what I'm gonna do next. I don't want to make this a mukbang. You don't want to hear my eating sounds. I'm gonna enjoy this and head into the fresh market, probably get some fantastic vegan goodies and catch up with you later because I am also gonna go to the yarn store after this. Feeling really excited. I have not had a day off where I've just been like, let me go out into the world and spend money in a really, really long time because I want to stay at home so badly. So this is really fun for me because I'm not feeling totally overwhelmed with being out in the world yet. But as far as I'm concerned, I only have one stop left. So things are looking pretty well too. Things are looking pretty good. See ya. Can you be just like maybe somewhere else? Maybe you could, okay, I'm home. I had a great time at the fresh market. I stayed for a little bit longer than maybe I planned to. And then I went to the yarn store and it was awesome. It was awesome. I walked in, it was just tables full of women knitting. All ages. Camaraderie, love, relaxation. It was the best. So let me show you what I got. I also went to the ice cream place. And I did get a little bit of ice cream. I got vanilla with sprinkles. Vegan ice cream is not as hard to come across nowadays as it once was 10 years ago when I first went vegan. However, something that's still kind of hard to come across is good vanilla ice cream that's vegan because a lot of places like to make it with coconut milk. Not good. I hate coconut. Not good. How can it be vanilla if you used coconut milk? It's going to immediately taste like coconut. However, this place, perfect vanilla. Tastes like vanilla. Amazing. Haven't eaten it yet. It's in my freezer because I was full for my Chipotle. Anywho, let me show you what I got at the yarn store. I don't know if any of you are interested in crocheting or knitting, but I don't care. I make these videos as entertainment for me and I want to talk about the things that I like to do. And so if you don't care about yarn, you can skip forward. That's totally fine. I got this superwash wool DK weight yarn for my first pair of socks. I have knitted a few sweaters. I was so transparent. I walked in, I said, girl, I don't know what I'm doing. I've made sweaters and tops. I have never made socks before and I want to make my first pair of socks. And she helped me pick out the yarn and the needles. Queen, love her so much. So this, can you see? This is what my socks are gonna be made out of. I'm really excited. And then she helped me pick out these double pointed needles as well. I'm gonna have to do so much research, probably find a literal YouTube video, not even a pattern, on how to make your first pair of socks, because I don't really understand anything that's going on. Here's this guy again. This dog just wanted his ball. I thought he was begging for attention from me. No, he wanted his ball. I got this kind of mohairy fingering weight situation. I think I'm gonna make just like tops. A top, two tops. I can't understand how much this allows for. So, one or two maybe. I'm thinking just like a little sleeveless like tank top moment, super sheer. You could wear like a bra under it, maybe. With this, that could be fun. This is alpaca, and so is this, which I'm thinking the same thing for. Super, super excited. So soft, obviously. The colors are everything. Finn really likes it. Yes. I think I'm really excited. I've never worked with anything that's like mohair or this thin. So it could make me want to dye. It could be really fun. Who's to say? Next up, what I got from Barnes & Noble. Not too much. I didn't go too crazy, which I'm really excited about. So starting with, I've never seen a copy of this in real life. I don't know if that's common. I don't know if you guys just have these laying around in your local bookstores. I've seen these online only. I've never ran across a copy of this, so I'm feeling so excited. This is one of the best movies ever. I'm so excited to have this. I'm also continuing in my sci-fi era. Let me know what you guys think about this. I did not care to check on the like group consensus about this before I got it, and so I just picked it up and it sounded good, and I really like the size of it. And so I took it home with me. If it's totally horrible, don't tell me, because then I'm not gonna wanna read it. But I don't know, it sounded fun. I got Lesser Ruins by Mark Haber. I'm not totally sure what this is. I just really liked the sound of it. I looked it up on Goodreads briefly while I was standing there, and it's kind of just like this professor whose wife died, and then he's trying to write an essay, and you're kind of going through his memories, and I guess it's a lot about like philosophy and the arts and stuff like that, and it's really well written is what Goodreads told me. So I'm feeling excited about it. The first sentence was really good. It's also really long, so I'm not gonna read you the whole thing. So yeah, feeling excited about this. I know almost nothing about it, but it sounded really good. And then last but not least, I spent so much time in the journal aisle, journal corner of Barnes & Noble because I needed the perfect one, and I found it. Yes, it was between this and one more that I had it narrowed down to, and then the other one was $10 more. And so I went with this one. There weren't a lot of red options, and I, for some reason, needed it to be red. That was a requirement for me. And so I ended up going with this one because it lays super flat, which is awesome. It doesn't lay as flat as the one in the store did because it hasn't been touched as much, but I promise you, that's good. That's really good. So feeling excited about that. This is my new journal. I'm not gonna be using it as a journal, but this is my new journal. And that's everything that I got from Barnes & Noble and the yarn store. I had such a fun time. It's so fun going to a store like once every 6 months because I can't do it any more than that. I'll tell you what groceries I got at the Fresh Market. This is so deeply uninteresting, but I love the Fresh Market, and so I want to share. First up, broccoli cheddar soup mix. All I got to do is add the cheddar. Objectively a top tier soup. I'm so excited about this. We don't know each other too well yet, but just assume everything that I say, there's the word vegan in front of it. So if I say broccoli cheddar soup, I have to add cheddar, I have to add vegan cheddar. Whatever. Not saying it every time. We just have to have that rapport between us. I also got these 2 probiotic shots because I'm so sick right now. Here's me following instructions like a good little boy. I got some tangerine juice. That sounds so good. I have yet to try. Should we try it right now? Okay, hold on. Okay, let's try it. I should shake it. I almost made a big mistake. Yeah. Oh, that is life-changing. This tastes like a tangerine that's just been freshly squeezed. Wow. They have my favorite brand of Earl Grey tea, so I got some more of that. I also got some cinnamon rolls. I do have one of these in my fridge right now that I believe went bad because I didn't eat it in time, because I have to time it with my life very specifically to a period where I'm okay with having pimples, because if I eat too much sugar, I immediately get acne. So if I have any sort of photo shoot or anything like that on the radar, this is not an option, but right now it is. I also got a few nectarines, top tier fruit. My absolute favorite, Amy's split pea soup. Nobody has had this in stock for the longest. I got this little boba kit
which is exciting. I usually get these from Trader Joe's. I haven't seen this specific brand before, but I'm thrilled about it. Brown sugar boba, easy, so yum. And then here's the kicker. Here's what I really went to Fresh Market for. You can make your own peanut butter. Once again, I don't know how versed you guys are in the Fresh Market. I can walk up to this machine that is full of peanuts. I can pull a lever and make my own peanut butter. This is the honey roasted peanut butter that I made myself. I didn't crush them by hand, but I might as well would have in store. This is the most delicious. The texture, the little crunches. Oh, it's so fantastic. I'm so excited. I'm not even huge on peanut butter. I love peanut butter ice cream. I like peanut butter. I just don't usually eat it so much. I'm about to eat nothing but this for a long time. And then lastly, I got a couple of things to make a little bouquet. That's another one of my interests that you guys will surely learn about over time. I love making bouquets. So fun. I love going to Trader Joe's and buying a bunch of filler flowers and then just making a giant bouquet. That's only 3 ingredients. It's not going to be anything crazy, but I love doing something crazy. So that's really fun. Any chance I get to do that, I will be doing it. So that's it for my groceries. I don't know what the rest of today holds, but I'll see you whenever I figure it out. Okay, I fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I came home and I was feeling like going in public is hard. Okay? I went so many places and I couldn't do anything else. I sat down on my couch and I tried to start knitting my socks. And I got nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. I felt like I had just picked up knitting needles for the first time. So that was a fail. And then I had some dinner. And I went to bed. I took a bath and I went to bed. I don't know. It's a new day. It's a new day and anything could happen. As for right now, I think there's a little boy in my house who maybe wants to go to the lake. Do you? Oh dear! What the hell was that? What? There are so many things that I need to do that would be productive, and then there are also a couple of things that I want to do that are not really productive, but could kind of be. I'm gonna do those instead. I need to go through my yarn carts, and try to organize them a little bit and figure out what I have and what's going on. Let's do it. Is this not so fun? I pulled this out of my mom's yarn stash that she let me go through. This yarn is so hard to work with, but when you do, it's so fun. Hold on, let me show you. It's so soft. I don't know what kind it is at all. This is also out of my mom's yarn stash, so it's probably 20 years old, but I made this little like balaclava hood moment that kept me so warm in the winter months. It looks stupid. I don't want to put it on. It looks stupid. Like a girl could make it look fun. Maybe if you had like hair and stuff. It looks stupid on me, but it's really nice. Get it off. I think this is a really easy way to tell what my kind of color palette is. Lots of this vibe and so much red, burgundy, maroon, and browns. Hella browns. Like these, yeah, they're both brown. They're totally different vibes though.
Some of these I still have left over from like Christmas gifts that I made for people. Like this was a scarf that I made for my sister-in-law. I don't like blues really like that. I don't wear blue, so it'll have to just wait until next Christmas. Maybe I can make my dad a beanie with it. He would like that. This basket is a whole nother beast. We need to do that as well. My friend Ashley is currently pregnant with twins! And this is the little sweater that I started. Newborns are so small. Can we talk about that for a second? I still have to do the sleeves. I just, This is a sweater. It was gonna be a sweater vest that I made, but I just totally didn't. I missed the mark on the sweater vest. Now, I think I'm just gonna stick some sleeves on it. This is so soft. This is acrylic, unfortunately, and bamboo. Okay, there's crud on it. That's fun. I don't know, I might make it a short sleeve for fun, just because I don't, well, I guess I would. I don't know. I like the way it fits though, hold on. Love the length of that, love the fit of that. Need to throw some sleeves on it. This is fun. This is gonna be just a tank top. I was doing panels for it, like front and back, just literally 2 squares, because it was gonna be sleeveless, obviously. I was just gonna do spaghetti straps. You can't tell. It's like, it's just stockinette, but it's got glitter in it. Tinsel, if you will. You'll notice something about how many projects I have started, gotten even maybe halfway through, and haven't completed yet. Like what? Oh, these were gonna be hand warmers that were matching with my sister-in-law's scarf that I made her. Oh, it wasn't this yarn, it was a different one. What is this from? Just like super basic fingerless glove, but ran out. Ran out of yarn. I don't know what the plan is here, to be totally honest, because I don't want to buy a whole new skein of that yarn. This was really fun. I'm gonna frog this though. This is crochet, obviously. This is gonna be like a little halter top, all in like slip stitches, because they're stretchier and more akin to knitting. And then I just learned how to knit. And so now I'm just gonna knit this instead, actually. Which, what did I think I was doing with one skein? I have really bad perception of like if I have enough yarn for something. I either have way too much or not even close to enough. Let's frog it. The stitches on this were so tight and hard to get into. It was actually torturous when I tried to pick it back up after I had actually, because this is one of the first things I tried to make when I got back into crocheting. So my mom taught me how to crochet when I was a teenager years ago. Okay, old. And she literally only taught me single crochet. And I started making a blanket with chunky blanket yarn, all out of single crochet. I still have it. Got frustrated because it was all single crochet, and then never picked it up again until about 6 months ago now, I would say. And this is one of the first things I tried to make after picking it back up and actually teaching myself how to crochet. And so then I got into crochet again, really into it, made everybody's Christmas gifts, then taught myself how to knit probably about 2 months ago now, and have been obsessed ever since. I will say I do enjoy knitting a lot more than crocheting. Crocheting hurts my hands a lot more. And also I like making clothes, and knit clothes kind of are a lot neater and nicer and flowier. And so I don't crochet as much these days just because I like the way that knit stuff looks a little bit more. I have to finish this. This is actually so cute. This is gonna be a sweater vest. I just don't want to crochet it. I want to frog it and knit instead. But this is such a fun pattern. And I'm pretty sure I bought the pattern on like Etsy, and then it's a waste if I don't do it, so. And this yarn is so soft. What is this? Wow, this is acrylic. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Wow. That's actually gonna be really nice when it's done. I need to pick this back up ASAP. I also love that knitting takes so much less yarn. This is for my, hold on, I'll show you. This is my dinosaur lunchbox that I keep all of my crochet and knit stuff in that I take to work with me so I can knit at work. This is the crochet shirt I'm making right this second. It's just a, I'll put the link to the pattern to this in the description. Just 2 panels, and then they're gonna tie on the sides. So I think that'll be a really fun summer shirt, because I have plenty of like winter stuff that I've made to wear, but not so much summer stuff. Half cotton, half bamboo, and it's so soft, because cotton yarn for me, I don't love working with it because it's so stiff and kind of crunchy a little bit. But this is so soft. This is a little book sleeve that I made. Now I'm just telling you everything I've ever made? Really? And Finn's still chewing his bone. I'm gonna freak out. Anyway, I have a little star that I made that I wanted to stick on this, but I haven't yet. Maybe I'll do that today. I'm gonna make that a thing for today so I can finally have this finished. I don't even know how I'm organizing this. There's too many things to make. Not enough time, not enough hands. Oh my god, this was another one of these. What did I make with this? I have to go look. This is another one of these weird curly yarns. That's so fun. Oh, this was my first ever knit project. I was really proud of it. And it's actually honestly really fun. I love how skinny it is and like funky. It's way thicker at the ends than it is everywhere else. It's the first thing I ever knit. Have some compassion. But this is giving like very Alex Russo. If I'm not dressing like a man, or rather a 12-year-old little boy, Alex Russo is my style inspo. That's a lie. I never dress like Alex Russo. I just think she's really cool. More curly yarn. Awesome. I just realized I think I want to just knit today. I think that sounds really fun. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm having a little bit of executive dysfunction, if you will, where I have a day off and I don't want to waste it. And so I'm sitting around thinking about how badly I don't want to waste it and how I'm not doing anything, how I'm not making use of my day off, and then I end up not doing anything. And so maybe I've just decided that I will knit. I just have too many things that I find fun. There's too many options of things that I could do, and so I can't do anything. But touching all my yarn is making me excited to knit. See, it's like stuff like this that I stole from my mom that I'm like, what do I do with this? Like one skein of this random ass Lion Brand wool yarn. One skein? What do I do? A scarf? Boring. I could do a bikini. I could make socks out of these. Light bulb. More curly yarn. Holy sh! More curly yarn. Oh my god. The dust, the lint, the dog fur is crazy. I made all these little granny squares. Sun, moon, stars. But I don't have enough to actually make anything. Maybe I'll figure that out today too. Because it was gonna be a blanket. And then my mom made me one for Christmas. Me and my mom were crocheting the same thing at the exact same time. And she couldn't tell me because she was making it for me for Christmas and I was just making it for myself for fun. Okay. So I was gonna make a blanket. I already have the blanket. My mom made it for me. Thanks, Mom. I honestly don't want to make 100 more so I can turn it into a cardigan that I would never wear. TBH. Like, why is there Earth in this? This is the little star. This is the little star. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, this is the first little star I ever tried to make, and I kept it because this is just really funny to me, and I kind of love it. Maybe this was the star. No, this was another failed attempt. This one's a little funky, but honestly could be fun for the... I just don't know where the star is that I made for this. Like, I know I have it set aside somewhere, but I don't know where. Maybe I could do one of the funky ones on there. This was the vision for this, though. There's no pattern for this. I just kind of did whatever. Like, what was I making here? What was I making here? Oh, I think this was gonna be a beanie. Okay. What happened, though? Tiny amount of random green. Like, what do I do with stuff like this? Help more. This really nice cream colored yarn that I don't know what to do with, but I love it. Oh, and a piece of my mom's bright red hair. Slay. Hey girl. Another little star. Blanket yarn that I wanted to make a tree skirt for during Christmas time and then did it. And now what? This has to be stored somewhere else because this is just a ridiculous use of space. This is crazy. Just realized this is crazy. What is this? It's so hard for me when things are immediately visible. Like, the fact that these are tucked away in a drawer, I'm gonna forget they exist. Just like I had already forgotten that all the things I just pulled out of here existed, because I can't see them. But alas, if you could see all my yarn, it would be so chaotic. Oh my god. Junie! Good morning again. Junie. Yes. Oh, a kiss. It is day 3 of this vlog, and it's over. So don't get excited. Who put my tangerine juice there? It was me like 5 minutes ago, but I don't recall that happening. I wanted to update you because I did, in fact, finish this up yesterday. And so, it is all done. I picked one of the funky stars, because I thought it was fun for this. I thought it being a little asymmetrical and weird was a little bit fun, so that's what I did. I did also stick to my plan of knitting yesterday, and I wrote a bit, and it thunderstormed. Yes! It was awesome. And that's about all that took place. But thanks for tuning in for a boring little weekend in my life. Maybe I'll see you next time. Say bye, Finny. Say bye. Hi, kids. I've made it to my accommodation. I cannot be bothered to plug my mic in right now, so unfortunately this audio is just what it's gonna have to be. I'm feeling so sleepy. I want to take a nap so bad, but I hate naps. I purposefully came here a little bit early so that I would have some time to be out and about before my shoot. Guys, I have an insane bug bite right now. Like, I'm not going to show you because it's actually kind of grotesque, but oh my god, it is so large and so red, and it is oozing yellow fluid, and I have no idea what bit me. And if I had a little bit less going on, only a little bit, I would let it ruin my life, and I would freak out about it, and I would make it the only thing that exists. But I don't have time for that right now. So it can just ooze if it wants to. I thought I could show you guys around the hotel room. Also, I don't care if you know where I'm staying because I have 2 subscribers and I'm gonna be gone by the time this video goes up, so. Here she is. Here we have the bathroom. I've already taken a quick shower. I'm charging my phone before I head out. This cute little kitchen. The decorations are just kind of horrible, but that's honestly fine. And then here, we have my bedroom. I've unpacked everything. I have a little patio as well, let me show you. I've unpacked everything just because I'm not about to pay for a carry-on, to be totally honest with you. And so, all I have is my one backpack and my camera bag. I can't run around the city with nothing, and I can't run around the city with all of my items in my backpack, so I am feeling very grown up about the fact that I've unpacked all of my items into this room. And so yeah, I don't know what today holds for me. I went to, oh my god, I went to a vegan taco place. Changed my life. I do have leftovers in the fridge. Oh my god, it was so delicious. I got street corn and I got 3 different tacos and they were so fucking good. And there's quite a bit of vegan food near me around here, which is super exciting. So I will definitely be spending too much money on food, but that's my #1 priority when going to a new place, is seeing the bookstores and seeing the vegan food. So there are a couple bookstores around me, but they're independent and they don't really have like hours posted. And so I'll just kind of have to maybe walk by and see if they're open. There is a Barnes & Noble 0.2 miles away, which unfortunately I will be hitting up because while Barnes & Noble isn't anything special that I need to see in every city I go to, if it's 0.2 miles away, I'll be in there. It's also unfortunate because I'm not going to be able to buy any books. I literally have no room in this backpack to bring home anything more than what I brought. I hardly have room for the things that I somehow fit in there in the first place. So, will not be buying any books, but I will be heading out into the world, see what the vibes are, see what Chicago's got going on.
Hi. I'd like to talk about my shortcomings. So, it turns out vlogging is hard. It's just that I'm so easily embarrassed. Not by like, well, yeah, by everything. No, but by everything. I'm one of those people that gets to a new city and I pretend I live here. Because that's the most fun way to do it for me, because that's also the way that I move to places, is I go there once and I go, I want to live here, and then I do. So I just start cosplaying from the time I get off the plane. And so I feel like recording while I'm playing this part, it breaks the illusion. And also I'm a little bitch, I fear. It is so pretty here. I love architecture. I love brick. I love trees. It's got it all, really. Walked 8 miles. I got fantastic food. Fantastic. Burger and fries, vegan, obviously. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Loved it. Came home, watched a little movie, went to bed. Oh dear, I'm gonna be late. I'm gonna be late. Okay. It's out of my control. I don't live here. I don't have a car here. Oh my god. I will say I'm disappointed in myself because I did not go to any other bookshops here. However, I just can't lug a bunch of books home. And so it was the right decision, but I am feeling sad about it. So, and now I'm waiting for my Uber. And then I have another 9.5 hour shoot day, which, looking at the call sheet, it appears I am in every single shot. Which is fine. But it is gonna feel long, because I have been up since 7 and my flight isn't until 10. So I'll have to go straight from the shoot to the airport, just live there for a couple hours. Grateful to have been here. In the Windy City.
I'm sick in an unprecedented way. And I also have so many tasks to accomplish. I don't, como se dice, feel like it. I feel like repotting a couple of my plants. I sound like a little congested kid. It's actually so embarrassing. I am feeling a little bit better. Not physically in any way. Oh my god, no. Just like in my ability to accomplish things right now. And so I'm using this burst of energy not to do the things that I have to do, such as vacuum my floor, clean my bathroom, etc. But instead to do a fun little task. Fuck a seed plug, for real. Why? This is a philodendron silver sword, I believe. I've had it for a few months and it just has not been growing super well. And now I think I know why, because there's a fucking seed plug in here and that has just never done anything good for anybody. So I'm gonna try to pop that off in a way that doesn't destroy my entire root system here. How does this much liquid just exist in my head at all times? Like, it's just now falling out of my nose, but like, where the fuck does it live, dude? I literally couldn't sleep last night. Junie! I literally couldn't sleep last night because my nose was so stuffed. I would feel a geyser erupting from my schnoz in the middle of the night and have to emergency blow my nose because I was literally dripping. Like, if I turned my head, it would just fly. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. There's absolutely no need for me to be saying any of what I'm saying. I'm actually sorry. I think I got cumulatively maybe an hour of sleep last night, which is just so tragic because I do not do well on little to no sleep at all. This was still in its nursery pot. We're taking it out of that. We're just gonna stick it in this terracotta pot. Do you guys care about plants? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about this. It might not matter. I'm just putting sphagnum moss in the bottom. Excuse me, baby. I'm using this Fox Farm soil. Oh, good, it's molded. Okay, it's molded. Okay, it's molded. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So what do I do for that? Do I have to throw this whole thing away? Or like, what's the vibe? Okay. Okay. Google says that it's good, and I should just probably wear a mask. I really thought I was gonna have to throw this whole thing away. I've never had, like, it makes sense what I'm seeing about it being good. I guess it makes sense in my head. I've used this soil forever. It's never been moldy before. But alright. Junie is freaking me out sitting on this chair. I don't know if you can see him, but he's gonna knock this whole thing over.